We are live from Cleveland High School, the gymnasium of the Eagles. We have the girls basketball for you right now. We're about 2 minutes left here in the half, and the home Cleveland Eagles are up 17-16. So we'll be bringing you the entire second half, and then of course the boys game as well. Sorry, we're getting to you a little bit late, but again, thanks for joining us. This is Metro League High School basketball, and we're excited that Public Health Seattle King County is powering and sponsoring these broadcasts and bringing them to you. Still don't have folks in the games yet, but we want to make sure that you get to see your youngins play and participate. Cleveland with the ball, three-point shot is put up by Rachel Bush. Doesn't go. The ball's out of bounds. All ball will be to Lincoln, and no, that's going to stay with Cleveland. Mumtaz Shekadan will bring the ball in, gets it to Bush. Bush's pass down low is stolen by Lincoln. So Lincoln will bring the ball up court now. That's McFarland. McFarland over to Carolyn Ness. Drops it down low. Back to McFarland. McFarland converts on the layup. Nice little give and go there. That's going to put Lincoln up 18-19 with 1:17 here left in the first half. Cleveland gets the ball up court into the hands of Bush. Bush picks up the dribble. Pass is stolen. And Lincoln, a nice little left-handed layup by Elsie McFarland. 20-17 now with 58 seconds to go. Cleveland with the ball, gets it in the hands, and a nice drive there by Caroline Ness, a freshman. 20-19 now. Lincoln in front with 49 seconds left. We've got a timeout on the court. Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio and our broadcast of high school basketball. Again, McFarland with the ball for Lincoln. Cleveland in the zone defense. McFarland gets it through to the free throw line. Shot is put up and missed by Ann Stevenson. And then trying to save the ball since it didn't hit anything. That's just going to be a traveling call. And a little pressure applied by Lincoln. Ball in the front court. Pass wise its way over for a three-pointer that doesn't go from Nayela Argueta. Cleveland still with the ball. Shot put up doesn't go as well by Ness. Quickly back up in the front court comes Lincoln. Get the ball in the hands of McFarland. McFarland dribbles around to the left side. Shot put up on the far side by Ness. Doesn't go. And actually, correction on that score by Cleveland. That was Sierra Davis. But so here we are at the half. And at halftime, the Lincoln High School girls, the Lincoln High School Lynx, 20, Cleveland Eagles, 19. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here at Rainier Avenue Radio, bringing you Metro League sports, baseball, brought you football. Mr. Manise over here and the refs. Again, this was such an effort by Metro League to put this all together. And just amazing to have this happening here. We're going to give you a halftime update with Mr. Daniel Bellis and find out what's going on around the rest of the Metro League. Mr. Bellis.
Thank you, Tony. Here at the half at Cleveland High School with Cleveland trailing Lincoln in a battle of teams badly needing to win. Someone today will be winning their first game of the season. And right now, Lincoln leads at 20-19. Also in girls basketball currently in action at the moment is Seattle Prep and Franklin. That tipped off at 5:45, same time as this game. No scores being reported to us for that game. Also in action, a battle of undefeated boys soccer teams going on right now between O'Day and Lakeside. That one actually just started 10 minutes ago, and no scores being reported from that contest. Also in action today, we got another we got a couple softball games going on, and you can check out those. Nathan Hale and Lincoln. That started at 4 p.m. No scores being reported from that contest. And later today, another softball game will take place. Seattle Prep will take on Eastside Catholic. That one starting at 7 p.m. Also, and there, of course, there'll be some boys basketball tonight. There will be two contests. Of course, the one that we broadcast right here on Rainier Avenue Radio between Cleveland and Lincoln. That one being at 7:30. And you can check that one out there as Cleveland's boys basketball team having a much better season. They're 2-4 on the season as they take on a unfortunately winless Lincoln Lynx team that's 0-6. That tips off at 7:30 right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. If you want to RSVP that and be ready for when it comes on, just go to YouTube or Facebook and look up Lincoln at Cleveland, Rainier Avenue Radio. You should be able to find it pretty easily, especially easily to find on YouTube. Go look that up right there. Here in at the half, of course, as you can see there on the scoreboard, if you're watching live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, we got about 6.5 minutes before the start of the second half, with Lincoln up over Cleveland by 1 point, 20-19, in a battle of underrepresented teams as one of these squads will break through and get their first victory of the season right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. Let's take a look at some action of baseball from yesterday. All of those scores been reported to us, and the most hyped one between Eastside Catholic and O'Day went down with O'Day taking their second loss of the season, dropping to 6-2 against Eastside Catholic. Eastside Catholic is the lone undefeated team in baseball so far at 5-0, but because they've played less games, they're actually in third place at 5-0. Lincoln, having a much better baseball season at 6-2 on the season. They're actually tied for first with O'Day, and that's going into our contest right here on Rainier Avenue Radio on Thursday, when O'Day will play Garfield. They'll be heading to Garfield's Field. Garfield coming into that game with a 2-5 record right there. Also yesterday, Lincoln, of course, keeping pace with O'Day. The tie with O'Day's loss, tie for first with a defeat of Roosevelt 5-2. Bishop Blanchette defeated Ingram right there to improve to 5-1 on the season. Ingram fell down to 2-5 on the year. Also yesterday, Lakeside defeating Seattle Prep. That happened down on Rainier Avenue Radio. Most of that game, it was a 2-2 tie actually until late in the game, where Lakeside blew it out, jumping up 6-2 with the final score right that was broadcast right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. And Garfield winning over Chief Self in a higher scoring baseball game, 6-4 right there. Like we said, Garfield improves to 2-5 on the season, and Chief Self dropped to 3-4. Chief Self in the past couple of weeks has dropped a few, dropping from elite status in baseball to mid-pack with that one. And Ballard defeated Nathan Hale with a dominating 20-8 victory right there. It was Ballard's third win of the year. They are now 3-5 on the season in baseball. And Nathan Hale struggling. They are still winless at 0-7 as they are tied in Cleveland in the cellar for baseball this year. So you got O'Day and Lincoln in baseball's lead. You got Eastside Catholic, Bishop Blanchette, Lakeside. That's your next rung there. Then you got Roosevelt, Chief Self, Ballard, 3 wins. West Seattle, Rainier Beach, Ingram, Garfield, Seattle Prep, all with 2 wins. Franklin with win, and Nathan Hale and Cleveland have yet to win a contest. About 3 minutes away from the second half here at Cleveland High School. And the girls basketball standings so far this year, most of the games will be taking place tomorrow, of course. And you'll be able to catch the Roosevelt Rainier Beach game tomorrow, of course, at 5:45 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. And in addition to that, there will be other games going on, and those will include Nathan Hale at Garfield, Bishop Blanchett at Holy Names, Franklin at Eastside Catholic, Ballard at Chief Self, and all those games taking place tomorrow, all tipping off at 5:45 as the rankings for girls ball are with Garfield with an undefeated season so far, and Seattle Prep also with an undefeated season, and that making things quite interesting there with Nathan Hale, Bishop Blanchett tied at 3rd with 4-2. You got Roosevelt at 3-2 as they go into their game with Rainier Beach in 5th place. Franklin's undefeated on the season with 2-0 actually, but they have had some game cancellations the past couple of weeks. So they have only played 2 contests, and that is why, even though they're undefeated, they're still in 6th place right now in the standings. They need to play some more games, and if they keep winning, they can jump up the standings. West Seattle Lakeside at 2-1 on the season. Eastside Catholics at 2-2. Chief Self at 2-3. Ballard 2-5. Ingram, Holy Names both tied at 1-2. Rainier Beach's girls basketball team is at 1-4 on the season, struggling this year for sure. Cleveland and Lincoln, game that you're watching right now, Cleveland's at 0-4, Lincoln's at 0-5, but here as we get to the second half in a minute, but one of these squads is going to get their first victory of the season, and you're going to be able to watch it and listen to it right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
That's exciting, Mr. Bellis. Somebody's going to get their first win tonight.
Yes, that is just, it's a guarantee. Someone will get their first victory tonight.
Well, right now, Mr. Bellis, it's up in the air as the score is, again, 20-19 for the visiting Lincoln Lynx after Cleveland had been ahead. Lynx made a few buckets before halftime there to grab a 3-point lead, and then Cleveland came back to pull it within 1. And there we sit now with about 25 seconds left before we start the next half. Mr. Bellis?
Mr. B?
Another half of Cleveland Lincoln basketball.
All right. Are we ready to crown a winner?
Someone will win their first game tonight. It has to happen.
It's got to happen.
I mean, I guess we could go into overtime and then go into overtime again.
That'd be fun. That'll make the boys wait, that's for sure.
All right, well, here we go. 8 minutes on the clock at the start of the 3rd quarter. And the ball will be inbounded. By Cleveland. And the ball is stolen away by Lincoln. Sidney Blau again into the front court. McFarland with the ball. McFarland defended by Sierra Davis. Ball over to Sidney Blau. Blau guarded tightly. Ball is stolen away. And a layup from the right side is good from Rachel Bush. Junior puts Cleveland back on top, 21-20. Back and forth game here. McFarland with the ball. McFarland's trapped. Ball's knocked back into the backcourt, and we'll have a foul called on Fiona Clayton. So Blau will bring the ball back in. Gets it to McFarland. Gets across the half-court line. McFarland drives all the way to the hoop, puts a shot up off the glass with the right hand. It goes, and that's going to make it 22-21. Lincoln back on top. And something happened down on the other end on the inbounds. I didn't catch it, but the ball is going to go back to Lincoln. So they've got the ball again after a bucket by McFarland put them back ahead by one. Ball comes into McFarland again. This time over to Blau. Blau drives on the right side, puts up a shot from the free throw line, a little one-hander. Nice soft touch, and it bounces in and puts Lincoln back up 24-21. Bush with the ball in backcourt, does get it into front court. The ball is stolen away again, this time by Ness. Ness on the left side to McFarland. McFarland thinks about a three, moves to the right, takes a three, misses a shot. Rebound is put back up and in, and a bucket from Macy Scovern. And that's going to put Cleveland up 26-21 here with 6:31 here to go in the third quarter. 5-point lead for the Lincoln Lynx after a couple of turnovers. Cleveland calls a timeout. They want to talk about it. And again, big special thanks to Public Health. Seattle, King County. You know, there's vaccines available pretty much everywhere now. So you can find a location, maybe in Kent or in Auburn, where you can get vaccinated. And I believe they got about 1,000 a day. So they're accepting walk-ups. You just walk up and get yourself a vaccine. And I think the total was 35% of the folks in Washington had both of their vaccines. I think it was around 57 had at least one shot. So back to some basketball here. Ball into the front court by Brooklyn Gimno. Ball ends up in the hands of Davis. Davis loses it, goes out of bounds off of Macy Scovern. So Cleveland will keep the ball down 5. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Ball inbounded by Fiona Clayton. Ball is almost stolen away, is stolen away, and a layup by Blau is good. So Sydney Blau steals the ball away, then gets the layup. 28-21 now as Cleveland gets the ball in the front court. Brooklyn Gimino, ball is stolen away again. And the layup is missed this time by Ness, Carolyn Ness. Lincoln still with the ball. 3-point shot put up, misses everything. On the inbounds, ball is in the hands of Cleveland. Chick-Hodden. And so Bush gets it in the front court. Gimino thinks about a three-pointer, doesn't take it. Bush does, just inside the the free throw line, doesn't go. Ball is rebounded. Cleveland has it. Bush now with the three-pointer. Bounces off the back of the rim, doesn't go. Cleveland with another rebound. And Gimino driving to the left side is fouled. So that's a foul on Sydney Blau, blocking foul. Clayton will inbound the ball, looking to get it in. Does finally get it into Ariana Phillips. Clayton with the ball. Phillips back with it on top. Looking for somebody to get it to. Drives on the right side. Ball is knocked away. McFarland has it. So with a 28-21 lead and 5:10 to go, McFarland drives. And I think we're going to end up having held ball as McFarland lost the ball. Elton Koppler tied up the Cleveland player, and the possession arrow is in favor of Lincoln. So Macy Scovern rushes back down to look for the inbounds pass. Ball comes into Ness. Ness misses the shot. Shot is blocked, actually. Cleveland with the ball in the front court. Sierra Davis with about 3-point shot put up. That doesn't go from Brooklyn Gimino. And on the in the backcourt, a little pressure applied. Ball's knocked out of bounds, but Cleveland will retain possession. So McFarland with the ball in the front court. LC McFarland and sophomore guard. Lincoln only has freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. They'll get their full complement of classes next year when this year's group of juniors moves into seniors and they get a new incoming freshman class. And Yeah, so fantastic job by them playing without a full complement of players. Jimeno with the ball on the left side, gets it to Bush. Bush drives, puts up a shot that doesn't go. Bush is going to be almost tackled by a couple of Lincoln players. I'm sure they're going to call that foul on. I think they're going to call that foul on Scovern. Going to the line now will be Rachel Bush. Shot is up. Off the glass, the bank is open. Here's Cleveland to within 6. Next attempt by Bush. That one bounces off the front rim and drops in, so Bush hits both of them. 28-23 now with 4:15 to go. Lincoln on top of the home Cleveland Eagles. McFarland with the ball over the nest. Ball is knocked away. Ball is loose. We're going to have an over and back on Lincoln, so Cleveland will get the ball and a chance once again. Take another bite into that Lincoln Lynx lead. Jimeno with the ball. Over to Sierra Davis. Back to Fiona Clayton. Cleveland works the ball around the top. Jimeno pulls up for a 3, doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by Marissa Bell. McFarland in the front court. McFarland at the top now. As Cleveland settles into their zone defense. McFarland drops a pass down low. Shot put up, doesn't go. And we're going to have a possession arrow on the rebound there. And this time it'll be in the favor of Cleveland. So Cleveland with the ball, down 5, 28-23, 3:24 here to go. Davis with the ball over to Bush. Bush finds Jimeno. Jimeno down low, and Jimeno hits the layup. Nice pass on the feed there. And Cleveland back within 3. Ness with the ball. Over to Bell. Bell finds Scovern. Scovern puts up a 3. That's all net. Macy Scovern. Again, sophomore, forward. Bush gets the ball in the front court. Tries to get a pass down low to Sierra Davis. Loses the ball, but Cleveland retains possession. Jimeno drives, puts up a little runner. Doesn't go. Battle for the rebound down low. Ball is picked up by Ann Stevenson. Lincoln with the ball in the front court. Up 5, 30-25. McFarland now with the ball. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Lincoln. Again, grabbed. Another possession arrow. A couple of Lincoln players had Caroline Ness tied up, and this time the possession arrow in favor of the Lincoln Leagues. And into the game for Cleveland. It's Jasmine Radcliffe. Not sure, I don't know that I have this number on my roster. Bush into the front court, though. Pass to Sierra Davis from the free throw line. Bounces off the back of the rim, doesn't go. Ball is safe from going out of bounds. Gets it back to Davis. Davis with the ball back to Phillips for a 3. Phillips, Ariana Phillips buries a 3 to pull Cleveland back within 2, 30-28 with 1:47 here to go in the third quarter. McFarland with the ball on the right side. Wheels and deals. Falls down. We'll get another possession arrow. And so this time, if I'm not mistaken, ball will be in Cleveland's possession. And yes, it is. Ball inbounded to Rachel Bush. Back to Sierra Davis. Over to Phillips. And breaking that press. Ball finally in the front court. Bush gives it to Phillips. Ball over to Clayton. Gives it to Davis down low. Davis puts up a shot that spins, doesn't go, gets her own rebound, puts it up again. This time she's fouled, and I don't know if they're going to call that on the floor or going to the hoop. So that's going to be a foul on Stevenson. And yes, they're going to say going to the hoop on that one. So Davis Jr. to the line. Shots up. Bounces off to the right. 1:20 to go. Davis can pull Cleveland to within one here. Still 30-28 as of this moment. Davis has something to say about that from the free throw line. Shot is up. Oh, net. And Cleveland is now only down by 1 point after that little run by Lincoln. 1:15 to go. McFarland in the front court gets the ball to Ness. Caroline Ness dribbles around the top, back to McFarland. Good defense played there by Phillips. Snaps at the ball. Martin McFarland drives from the left side, puts it up with the left hand. The bucket counts off the glass, and she'll go to the free throw line for an opportunity for an and one. And McFarland with the left hand, driving on the left side, lays it up, takes the contact, gets the foul and the bucket. Opportunity for the three-point play here the old-fashioned way. McFarland bends and knees, bounces the ball, fires it up. Shot goes up and good. McFarland, the left-hander. 33-29 now. Again, some backcourt pressure applied. Ball is thrown away. 54 seconds left, and once again, Lynx with an opportunity to stretch that lead. McFarland drives, tries to drop a pass down low, does get it down low. Shot is up and in. And a bucket for the Lincoln Lynx. And that was Ann Stevenson. And pressure applied in the backcourt. Rachel Bush with the ball, gets it across the half-court line. Puts up a shot from three, misses everything. Ball is rebounded and stolen away. Sydney Blau with the ball, and the ref makes a call. Into the game, Brooklyn Gemino back in. 35-29 with 20 seconds left. Lincoln with the ball. No pressure in the backcourt for McFarland. McFarland walks the ball across the half-court line into the teeth of that Cleveland zone. Three-point shot put up, doesn't go from Blau. Rebounded, Blau puts it up again. This time it doesn't go. Ball rebounded again. Turn, spin, and a shot put up and in. And that's going to be a bucket for Scovern. Macy Scovern makes the last second shot. Couple of rebounds there on the offensive end from Lincoln. And Lincoln up now 37-29. 8 more minutes of basketball to play thanks to King County, Seattle, Public Health. Other way around, actually. Public Health, Seattle, King County, powering these Metro League high school basketball games. And what a great thing to have the opportunity to be able to bring these games to you. And again, a smattering of fans. Let's go to Mr. Daniel Bellis for an update.
Now, you may be watching a battle of teams that need a win. There are actually 2 soccer teams currently in action that are undefeated. O'Day and Lakeside are currently in action right now, and the earliest reports from the game is that Lakeside has scored 2 opening goals to jump out 2-0 here in the first half between 2 undefeated squads. We just got a report from Lakeside's Twitter account, another goal for Lakeside. They have now jumped up 3-0 on the Irish here in the first half. Boys soccer, the only squads that are undefeated so far, 3-0 on the season.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bellis. Back to live action here. As Mr. Bellis was saying earlier, somebody's got to win today. One of these teams will pick up their first win of the season. The Lynx up by 8 right now with the ball on Cleveland's home court. Shot put up from 3 by Sydney Blau, doesn't go. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and Cleveland will get possession. Sierra Davis gets it into Bush. No pressure applied in the backcourt right now for the Lynx. Easily into the front court. Ball to Sierra Davis. Thinks about a 3, doesn't, takes it. Drive from the left side. Fires up, pass over. That shot is no good. for Fiona Clayton, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, and Cleveland will retain possession. Clayton looks to inbound the ball, gets it to Bush. Bush thinks about a three, drops it down low to Davis instead, spins, puts it up off the glass, doesn't go. Battle inside for the rebound. Clayton has it. Clayton looking for somebody to get it to, instead dribbles it out. Does find Jimeno. Jimeno on the right side, loses the ball off of her foot. Ends up in the hands of Stevenson. Ball in the front court now. McFarland drives on the left side, puts up a little left-handed floater, doesn't go, tapped out of bounds. And the Lynx will retain possession with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Ariana Phillips comes in the game for Muntar Shikhaden. Lincoln gets the ball into McFarland. Three-point shot put up by Blau. Sierra Davis quickly down the other way with the rebound. Gets it to Jimeno out on top. And a three-point bucket from the left corner from Rachel Bush. McFarland on the left side, double teamed on the baseline. Ball is knocked away by Ariana Phillips, by Clayton. That's Fiona Clayton. 5-point lead now after that three-point shot from Bush. Lincoln looks to Eva inbound, and the ball is thrown off of the foot of Sierra Davis. His time was running out. Scovern looking for somebody to get it into. Blau with another deep three, doesn't hit anything. Ball is rebounded down low before the shot, which went up and in from Ann Stevenson. It's called on the ground, so the bucket won't count. But once again, Lincoln will take the ball out underneath their own basket as Scovern looks to inbound the ball. Does finally get it in. Ball is knocked away by Davis and stolen away. Davis with the ball to Bush. Bush in the front court, switches from the right hand to the left hand. Jimeno on the left side, drives all the way. Shot is blocked. McFarland walks the ball in the front court. Pass down low, and the ball is given to Stevenson, who puts up a shot that doesn't go. And we're going to get two shots to Stevenson on the left side. So I think we're going to have a timeout here. And we do have a full complement of Cleveland cheerleaders here. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World, our coverage of Metro League high school basketball. We've got the Cleveland girls and the Lincoln girls, the Eagles and the Lynx. Score is 37-32 with 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. And one of these teams is going to win their first game of the season. Tomorrow on Rainier Avenue Radio, in partnership with Equity and Education, will be bringing you a 90-minute panel discussion on anti-Asian hate and bias. So tune in. And Mr. Bellis, what time is that? Is that noon tomorrow? Or is that 11? Is it noon? Oh, noon tomorrow, noon to 1:30. So make sure and check out that panel discussion as we celebrate Asian American Pacific Islander Month all month long here in May with a number of different shows, panel discussions. I'll take you back to live action. 6:02 left. Stevenson at the line for Lincoln. Chance to extend that lead. First shot. Bounces off the left side of the rim. Basketball avoids the referee. Let's go back and get it. Get back to Stevenson. Stevenson bends the knees, readies the shot. Puts it up. All net. Nice looking shot right there. 38-32. And now pressure applied in backcourt again. Now the three-quarter press. Ball to Bush. Bush gets it to Davis. Davis finally gets it across the half-court line. Surrounded by three players. Ball in is stolen away by McFarland. McFarland goes up with left-handed layup and puts it up. That's going to make it a 8-point lead now, 40-32. Again, backcourt pressure applied. Finally, they get the ball in the front court. Gimino double teamed. Gets the baseline. Ball is stolen away again. Almost Stevenson had the ball but stepped on the baseline. And so that'll give the ball back to Cleveland. Clayton with the ball. Cleveland down 8, 5:27 to go. 40-32. Ball is inbound to Davis. Double team. Davis down low to Clayton. Clayton's shot doesn't go. Rebound by Stevenson. Davis ends up with it. Ball on the floor. We'll have the possession arrow, and that will give the ball back to Cleveland. And Nayeli Argueta coming back in now for Cleveland for Davis. Pass down low to Argueta. And a possession now traveling called on Argueta. Nayeli Argueta. Hope I'm saying that correctly. So with the ball in an 8-point lead, 5 minutes and 7 seconds to go, McFarland brings it into front court over to Blau. Scovern takes a three-pointer. The bank is open again for Scovern. 42-32 now. Bush brings the ball in the front court herself. Dribbles all the way on the baseline. Tight defense, and we're going to have a foul called. That's going to be a foul on Sydney Blau, who was in Rachel Bush's hip pocket all the way down court. Ball comes into Gimino. Gimino back out to Bush. Phillips with it. Three-point shot put up by Nayeli Argueta. It doesn't go. Ball goes out of bounds, and that ball will be in possession of Lincoln. So with 4:38 here to go, Lincoln potentially getting their first win of the season. Blau with the ball. Like a little travel. They didn't call it, though. McFarland with it. Between the legs, drives back on the left side. Blau will take the three. Blau's shot is up, and again, Blau hits the three. 45-32 now with 4:15 to go. And the pass is knocked away, but we're going to have an over-the-back call, and it's going to be on McFarland. So Bush will bring the ball in to Cleveland. It's it to Davis. Ball is tapped away. Davis goes back in the backcourt and gets it. Bush gets it in the front court before the time expires. Bush down to Davis. Davis over to Clayton. Clayton puts up a shot, rolls in and out. Rebounded by Scovern. Scovern with the pass to McFarland. Tries to get the pass to Stevenson. A little long. Nice try, nice effort. Clayton on the defense back there as well. That was going to make it difficult. Shikaden brings the ball in. Bush with it. Back to Shikaden, back to Bush. They get it across the half-court line. Try to get the ball to Davis. It's knocked away. Bush gets it back. Phillips with it. Now gets the ball to Davis. Davis shakes and moves to the left side. Puts a shot hard off the glass. It doesn't go. Rebounded by Shikaden. Puts a shot up. Doesn't go. This time the ball is rebounded by McFarland. McFarland slows down as Cleveland gets settled back into defense. Phillips all over Blau. Back to McFarland. Creighton guarding McFarland. Left-handed shot. Almost from behind the backboard, a little flip shot goes in for McFarland, and Lincoln is now up by 15, 47-32. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Stevenson. Clayton, that was kind of a foul, but no foul call. No harm, no foul, I guess. Phillips is going to bring the ball in with 3:02 left, 47-32. And right now, the Lincoln Lynx are on their way to winning the first game. Phillips with the three. Bounces high off the rim. Doesn't go. Stevenson with the rebound. And we are going to have a timeout called. So with the timeout, 2:56 here to go in the game. Lincoln up 47-32 over the Cleveland Eagles girls basketball, Metro League basketball, right here on Rainier Avenue Radio .world, powered by Public Health, Seattle, King County. Mr. Bellis.
Yeah, thank you there, Tony. In soccer action currently between two undefeated teams, Lakeside leading O'Day with 3 scores here in the first half. It's 3-0 Lakeside over O'Day in a battle of undefeated, the only undefeated in boys soccer so far, 3-0 on the season. There is a lot of tennis going on today, including Franklin at Lincoln, Seattle Prep at Ingram, Ballard at Nathan Hale, Garfield at Chief Self, Eastside Catholic at Rainier Beach, Cleveland at West Seattle. All of those started at 4 p.m. And there's also some boys wrestling going on today with Rainier Beach, Cleveland, Nathan Hale, and O'Day are at West Seattle. That started at 6. And Ingram, Ballard, Garfield are at Bishop Blanchette. That started at 6. Lincoln is at Chief Self, also in boys wrestling going on right now.
2 minutes and 56 seconds left, and the Lincoln Lynx will have their first victory of the season if they can hang on. Blau with the ball on top. Finds down low McFarland. McFarland puts the ball up with a little English on it on the glass to count the bucket, and McFarland will go to the line. We're not going to count the bucket. We've got a foul. Yes, we will count the bucket. All right. Foul was on Davis, and going to the line for a three-point play is McFarland. Bounces off the front of the rim, doesn't go. Davis with the rebound. Ball over to Rachel Bush, back to Davis. Got a foul called. 49-32, Lincoln on top. And that being the 7th foul, that's going to send Bush to the line for a 1-and-1. That'll be a way to get back in if she can convert this foul shot. And she does. These fouls, everything else from here on out against Lincoln, the Eagles will go to the free throw line. 49-33 now. Bush at the line makes the first one, so gets the opportunity for the second one. Second shot is up, bounces off the rim, doesn't go. Lincoln with the ball now. A little pressure from Clayton in back court. McFarland in the front court. Clayton still guarding tightly. McFarland drives on the left side, gets it over to Blau, thinks about a three, doesn't take it. Steps inside the three-point line, puts up a shot that's blocked. Cleveland with the ball now. Bush. Bush driving on the left side. Turns and spins, backs out to Davis. Davis puts up a three that hits nothing but net. Sierra Davis, that's going to pull Cleveland back within 13. 1:57 here to go in the game. One of these teams will win their first game of the season, and right now, Lincoln has the ball, a 13-point lead with 1:46 to go on the clock. McFarland. We're going to have a double dribble called on Blau, so it ain't over yet. Phillips to bring the ball in, gets it to Bush. Bush gets the ball in the front court over to Davis. Davis drives from the left side. Actually, that wasn't Davis. That was a bucket by Shikaden, Mumtaz Shikaden. Off the glass, it will count. Or are they going to? Did they not count that? I don't see it reflected in the change on the scoreboard. So 1:28 left. At the worst case scenario, Shikaden will go to the line, but the bucket went in. Maybe they called it on the drive and not on the actual shot. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B. This is Cleveland versus Lincoln. The girls will be bringing you the boys right after this at 7:30. Then we'll be back with you with more high school sports on Thursday as O'Day takes on Garfield. At Garfield, we'll be bringing that to you. That'll be Thursday. Tomorrow, we'll be at Rainier Beach for basketball. Roosevelt, both the boys and the girls games, takes on Rainier Beach. So Chicago bucket doesn't count. They wave it off, so it's going to be a 1-and-1, and makes the first one. Pulls Cleveland within 12 now. Next shot is up. That one bounces off the rim and doesn't go. Pressure applied in the backcourt. Clayton goes for the steal, doesn't get it. McFarland in backcourt. Clayton ball hawking. And we've got an 8-second call in backcourt. So Cleveland down 12, 1:16 to go. Phillips looking the ball in, does get it into Bush. Bush in the front court, screen set. Bush over to Chicago. Chicago puts up a three that doesn't go. Battle for the rebound and grabbed by Caroline Ness. Gets the ball to McFarland. McFarland almost loses the dribble. Clayton in backcourt. Ball in the front court now. The shot put up that does not go. Rebounded by Sydney Blau. Ball loose in the corner. 46 seconds left to go here. And again, Cleveland forced a turnover. And we'll get the ball back. Phillips with it. Phillips throws a pass. Timed out well by Blau, and Blau lays it up and in. Extend that lead to 14, and we've got a group of subs coming in now for Lincoln. And Phillips with the ball drives through a group of Lincoln Leaks players and loses the ball out of bounds. And into the game now for the Lincoln High School girls basketball team, Elena Hu and a couple of other players. That's Aurora Barrera Diaz. Shot put up. Davis gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in this time. We're down to 12. 18 seconds left. Sydney Blau with the ball. Streaks in the front court all the way to the hoop. Kicks out a pass, and the pass is drilled by Ann Stevenson from just outside the free throw line. 3 seconds on the clock. Bush comes down and fires up a three-pointer. That's all net. Just inside the half-court line for Rachel Bush to close it out with the little fireworks for Cleveland. And the Lincoln Lynx get their first win of the season. So congratulations to the Lincoln Lynx. Final score here, 53-42. The Lincoln Lynx defeat the Cleveland Eagles. So the Eagles will remain winless, but the Lynx picked up their first victory of the season. We'll have the boys game coming up here in a little while, but first let's check in with Mr. Bellis and see if we have some final updates.
Still at the half between O'Day and Lakeside. Lakeside has jumped out to a 3-0 lead there. Also in girls basketball currently in action, Seattle Prep and Franklin. Unfortunately, we don't have any updates from that game currently, but later on when we broadcast the Lincoln and Cleveland game, the Ingram will be at Franklin at the same time. Hopefully we'll have some scores for you from there. But this game right here drops Cleveland to 0-5 on the season. Of course, Lincoln gets their first win. They're now 1-5. When we broadcast at 7:30, we will be broadcasting a little more successful Cleveland team at 2-4 so far this season, taking on an winless 0-6 Lincoln team.
All right, Mr. Bellis, is in the words of one of our former Rainier Avenue Radio colleagues, Congo. Is that all you got?
For now.
All right. Well, that being the case, we are going to sign off. We'll be back with you and check with us in about 15 minutes, and we'll get you started on that Cleveland-Lincoln boys basketball game. Thanks for joining us.